Hi guys, and welcome back to Finish It Friday episode 136. So I did a little bit of extra before now because I didn't think you'd want to watch me do something on and on and on. All right. Anyway, base card. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. We have our DSP, which is, we have our layer, which is 3 3/4 by 5. As you can see, I've done a little bit of a background technique to it, and that's what I did ahead of time. We'll do one more step so you can see what I did, but that's 3 3/4 by 5. Here we have our DSP that is 4 by 3.5, and then we have our piece, our sentiment strip, or whatever strip you want it to be, that is 1 by 3 1/4. Okay, so these are the colors I've used so far on this background. I'm going to add, because we have a little bit of blue here, I'm going to add some Azure Afternoon. Now on this, you kind of want to make sure that your elements are out of the way because they will get splattered too, just so you know. And all I'm going to do is, let me put this down here a little bit more so I can clean off my glass mat afterwards. So all I'm going to do is I am going to take the brush end, I have my bone folder, and I'm just hitting this to get some of that on the background. And since this is alcohol based, it takes just seconds for it to dry. But let me go ahead and bring this up to you. Can you see now? I have some of that blue background in there now. All right, so let's bring our card pieces back. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this here. Now we're not going to tape anything down for right now. Remember, we're going to do this here, and we're going to do this here. Oops. But what I want to do first is, why did I do all that background and cover it all up, right? So I'm going to take this from Nested Essentials. This kind of mimics that we're not doing anything square. This is more rectangular. And I'm going to actually place this in the center, and we're going to have a peek through. So let me kind of put that so it's even on both sides and even at the top and bottom. Hopefully it'll go through okay. My baby has been acting like a baby lately. I think it's time to get new plates. I think I have just too much there. All right. Put this over here on my work table. Put that die over there. All right. So now you can use this now or later. We're going to use it later on some other card down the road. And so now here's how we're going to be having this. So now I want to put some sort of little focal point in there. And I'm going to use I'm going to be using these two, and you'll see that I use these on my examples coming up too. All right. I am going to use this big happy birthday because that does fit right in there. Yeah, it is now. Again, I'm not taping anything down. Let me just bring just this over here because this is how it's going to be lined up. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it, guys, because I feel like I do want to have that taped down, or I feel like that frame is going to move, and then my part of my happy birthday you won't be able to see. So let's go ahead and let's frame this. Lay this down the way we want it to. Let's put that frame over the top. I am going to tack this down too, just because I'm afraid. And you know what? The thing is, if it ends up that we don't get a good stamping on the words, we'll just take that center part maybe and do something with that we cut out. But I'm going to have faith that I can get this done. Again, I'm kind of looking on all four sides. I'm also looking down here since, see, I'm not, I thought I just laid down. Let me bring it a little closer to me. So I'm also looking down here to make sure that I'm kind of even on that too. There you go. So see, I have a little bit of an overhang on both sides there. Let me grab my happy birthday stamp. Make sure all the letters are on the main part of that. Let's grab my memento. I wonder if I didn't clean this off very good after I did my other cards, because it seems like the ink is not grasping very good to that stamp. All right, wish me luck. Turned out pretty good. All right. Sorry, let me put that over here. Let's grab this. It's going to be here. I'm going to mix and match. I'm going to say, you make my heart smile. I think it's long enough. Let me make sure. Yep. Perfect. Let me go ahead. Grab that. Again, let's bring out the memento. Yeah, that's the right side. I think I want that color to be down here, more away from that purple. All right, let me see how even I can try to get this. All right, not sure how even that is, but it's all right. And the smile is a little bit, I've noticed, a little bit more pronounced. Like it's a little bit thicker. Maybe it's just the way I stamp it, but every time I stamp it, it seems like this smile is just slightly bolded. All right, let's grab out some dimensionals. That looks good. Now I'm going to put this up a little bit higher because I'm going to put some jewels down there. And I'm going to use the purple fine shimmer. I think I want to use, I don't know, sorry. Let's go ahead and put one there. Put one there. Oops, it flipped over. Oh, come on now. Yeah, it's time I change out my putty. I think it's getting a little bit icky-ish. It does eventually dry out because you know it's putty. All right. I don't think I put any embellishments in my other ones. We might have to do that. It's a little bit rushed this week getting stuff done. But there you are. There's your card. Let's go ahead. Let me get some of this out of the way, out of the picture. Let's show you the other cards. So here's one I did. I took DSP to the light side and stamped that big stamp from Layers of Beauty right on the DSP. Grab this out from the ephemera pack, and this is where I'm saying I didn't didn't put any bling on it. So let's go ahead. This is from the annual catalog that you can order from, the In Color Flat Pearls. I'm going to grab out these something duckling. I should remember the name, but they're brand new. Is it Darling Duckling? I always want to say Ugly Duckling because it's not. The yellow is kind of like a duckling yellow, because you know when ducklings first come out, they're not really yellow. They're kind of like that dirtyish yellow, greenish yellow. I think there's a lot of green in this yellow. So yeah, sorry, didn't do any embellishments on that. So there you are. So I ripped the cardstock. I stamped first and I ripped the cardstock because I don't like having that black show up on the white edge. I like that white edge to really come out. And you could color in on this if you wanted to. I just decided not to. Yes, and happy Mother's Day for those who celebrate. And couldn't leave out the dads. Again, I didn't put anything on this. Let's see, I'm thinking I could use this color that we don't have out yet. Cloud Cover, I think it is. It takes me a while to learn all the names of these new colors. And, you know, they're around for 2 years. You think I would get on top of it, but yeah, I think it's Cloud Cover, correct. And so there we have that for upcoming for Father's Day. And this is just laying over. These are all the DSP. This piece was cut into 3 strips, and then this was layered on top. So can you see how it's just layered on top? I just lined it up. Maybe you see it there. Lined it up to the edge so that you wouldn't see that. So it appears these are shorter, but they really are all the same length. All right, there you are, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Friday. Have a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.